For centuries, humanity has cultivated an irrational fear of the planet's largest and most terrifying creatures. We grew up hearing stories about the jaws of the great white shark, the unpredictable roar of a lion on the savannah, or the crushing strength of a brown bear. However, if we analyze scientific data compiled by global health organizations, the reality is entirely different. Giant predators account for an insignificant fraction of annual fatal accidents. The true killers of the animal kingdom are silent, sometimes measure just a few millimeters, and use unpredictable methods of hunting and infection. Today, we take a detailed journey through the 15 deadliest animals on Earth, breaking down the chemistry of their toxins, the mechanics of their attacks, and the real statistics explaining why the most dangerous animal in the world might be flying near you right now. We begin at the northernmost edge of the planet. Unlike other large carnivores that attack out of defense or to protect their cubs, the polar bear is the only mammal that actively considers humans a legitimate food source within its food chain. In the Arctic biome, vegetation does not exist, and resources are scarce. With a body mass of up to 1,500 pounds and a sense of smell capable of detecting prey over 20 miles away beneath the ice, an unprotected encounter in the tundra is almost always fatal. In the tropical waters of the Indo-Pacific lives the sea wasp, a box jellyfish whose virtually transparent body makes it nearly invisible. Its tentacles, which can stretch up to 10 feet long, are covered in thousands of nematocysts, microscopic harpoons fired by contact pressure. Its venom is a neurotoxin so destructive that it simultaneously attacks the nervous system, the heart, and skin cells. The victim experiences pain so agonizing that they often go into shock and drown before reaching the shore. Let's demystify cinema's most feared creature. Equipped with over 300 razor-sharp teeth arranged in rows and electromagnetic receptors called ampulli of Lorenzini that sense heartbeats at close range, the shark is a masterpiece of evolution. However, human beings are not part of its diet. Most bites occur during exploratory bites, where the animal mistakes a cephas silhouette for a seal. Although it causes between 5 to 10 deaths annually worldwide, its sheer mechanical force makes any encounter potentially devastating. The world's largest land animal is naturally peaceful, but when its territory is threatened or when males enter the hormonal state known as must, where testosterone levels surge up to 60 times higher than normal, they turn into unstoppable forces. They cause approximately 500 deaths a year, crushing vehicles and structures if they perceive a direct threat to their herd. This fish harbors tetrodotoxin in its internal organs, a substance 1,200 times more toxic than cyanide. If ingested, it blocks sodium channels in the nerves, paralyzing voluntary muscles while the victim remains fully conscious. Death occurs by asphyxiation as the diaphragm becomes paralyzed. In African rivers, the hippo claims over 500 lives a year due to extreme territoriality and jaws capable of exerting 2,000 pounds per square inch of pressure. Meanwhile, the Nile and saltwater crocodiles have perfected ambush tactics, remaining motionless like submerged logs until prey approaches to drink, then executing the death roll to dismember and drown their victim. In the depths of the ocean, the most dangerous predators don't always have giant jaws or sharp claws. Sometimes, the deadliest threat is nearly impossible to see. We are talking about the Polynesian fireworm. Camouflaged among coral reefs, the seemingly harmless annelid is covered in thousands of calcium carbonate bristles loaded with a potent neurotoxin. A single touch with its spines triggers a devastating reaction. Within seconds, the microscopic bristles break off and inject their venom, causing a burning pain, severe inflammation, dizziness, and in the worst cases, fatal respiratory failure. Nearly imperceptible, silent, and venomous, the true terror lurking beneath the surface. It's the size of a golf ball and looks harmless, but when threatened, electric blue rings flash across its body. The blue-ringed octopus carries tetrodotoxin in its saliva, a venom 1,200 times more potent than cyanide. It bites with an almost painless beak, and within 15 minutes, your entire body is paralyzed. You lose the ability to move and breathe, yet you remain 100% conscious as you suffocate. There is no anti-venom. Measuring just 2 inches long, it lives in the Colombian rainforest. Its bright yellow color warns everyone that touching it is a fatal mistake. It doesn't bite or sting, its skin secretes batrachotoxin, the most concentrated venom on Earth. A single tiny frog carries enough toxin to kill 10 grown men or 2 adult elephants. If the venom enters an open wound, your heart collapses in just a few minutes. It looks like a pretty seashell to take home, but it's a lethal hunter. Being extremely slow, it fires a venomous harpoon at its prey to paralyze it instantly. Its venom contains over 100 toxins that cause muscle paralysis and respiratory failure in 30 minutes. It's nicknamed the cigarette snail because after getting stung, you only have enough time to smoke one last cigarette. Africa's most feared snake. It isn't black on the outside, but inside its mouth, which it flashes before striking. Moving at 12 miles per hour, it never bites just once, it delivers multiple strikes, injecting venom under high pressure. Its toxin paralyzes your respiratory muscles, killing you in 45 minutes. Without immediate antivenom, the mortality rate is 100%. Known as the Black Death, this giant weighing over 800 kilograms fears nothing. If wounded, it charges without hesitation, using its solid bone horns to trample its target. They never travel alone and defend themselves fiercely as a herd. A diferencia de otros grandes felinos, el leopardo es un fantasma de la noche, es extremadamente sigiloso y suele secar a sus presas desde la copa de los árboles. Su mandíbula está diseñada para romper el cráneo de sus víctimas de un solo mordisco. Considered the most dangerous bird in the world, this prehistoric creature has claws up to 12 centimeters long, as sharp as daggers. When threatened, it leaps and kicks with enough force to disembowel a person instantly. Perfectly camouflaged as a rock on the seabed, this fish hides 13 dorsal spines loaded with a devastating neurotoxic venom. Stepping on it causes unbearable pain, temporary paralysis, and, without an antidote, death from heart failure. Una sentencia de muerte casi segura para los niños. It is one of the most aggressive spiders in the world. Its fangs are so strong they can pierce human fingernails and light leather shoes. Its venom attacks the nervous system rapidly, and before the invention of the antidote, its bite was a nearly certain death sentence for children. Its scientific name means man-killer. Its venom contains powerful neurotoxins that block the nervous system, causing respiratory arrest and heart failure in a very short time. One of the most aggressive and venomous spiders on the planet. It does not build webs, but wanders at night instead. Its neurotoxic venom causes intense pain, loss of muscle control, and severe respiratory issues that can be fatal. It has fangs so strong they can pierce human fingernails and leather shoes. Its venom attacks the human nervous system quickly and aggressively, making it especially dangerous for children. It strikes while you sleep. It bites the soft skin of the face to feed on blood and transmits the Chagas disease parasite, causing fatal heart and intestinal complications years after the bite. Although it is not the most venomous snake in the world, it is responsible for more human deaths than almost any other species due to its aggressive temperament and its habitat in densely populated areas with limited medical access. This small mollusk doesn't bite you, but it releases parasites that penetrate human skin and cause schistosomiasis, a devastating disease that gradually destroys internal organs. This nocturnal predator can exceed 30 centimeters in length. It is an aggressive hunter equipped with powerful pincers that inject a highly neurotoxic venom. Its bite causes agonizing pain, tissue necrosis, and severe heart complications in sensitive individuals. The most lethal animal on the planet is only a few millimeters long. By transmitting diseases like malaria, dengue, and yellow fever, it destroys more human lives per year than all other predators combined. Looking at this ranking, it is clear that lethality in nature does not always depend on size or brute force. While large predators command respect at first glance, it is the smaller creatures, invisible venoms, and disease transmitters that claim the most lives year after year. None of these animals act out of malice. Every toxin, claw, or hunting mechanism is the result of millions of years of evolution designed solely to ensure their survival. Curiously, medical science today studies many of these powerful venoms to develop new drugs that could save lives in the future. Understanding and respecting the habitat of these species is the best way to coexist with them safely. If you enjoyed this tour of the planet's most dangerous creatures, support us with a like, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments which of these animals you found most shocking. See you in the next video.